Hey friends, Jeff here with Mission Musician, and we are on part 6 of Mix with Me. Believe I Am the Cassette by I Am the Cassettes. And as I've started most videos with my ramblings, I'm gonna start this video with a little bit of rambling as well. I got a little frustrated in the last episode, as you could probably tell. Uh, Things don't always go as planned. Mixing is an art. It's not a bunch of what do I want to say? Well, I'll just say that mixing is an art. There's no pattern to it. I have a system that I do things, but a lot of times I get pulled out of that system. And to be honest, I thought that this song was going to be a really easy song to mix, and it's turning out to be a little bit troublesome for me. And I'll be the first one to admit when I am having some issues, and I am having some issues with some of the tracks in this song. And so, if my attitude was bad in the last video, I'm sorry about that. I was up. I'm not going to make excuses, but I was mixing for a client all day yesterday, and then I was up till about 3 o'clock in the morning working on this song, which is a definite no-no because I wasn't working with fresh ears, and I haven't listened to this since I left it last night, and I messed around a little bit off camera because I was so frustrated. I wanted to find out what was bothering me. Sometimes you just can't tell, but something about this mix was bothering me, so I wanted to do a little exploring with the drums and see if some parallel compression was going to help, and it did. So I'm back to an okay place. Well, at least I think. I haven't listened to this yet. I haven't listened to this since 3 o'clock this morning. So again, I apologize if my attitude was a little cranky in the last video. But I was hoping that this series would go exactly how I wanted it to go, and it is not. We're still mixing aggressively and with the mixed mindset, but sometimes you just have to pull back. You have to undo some things that you've done and push through it. And so that is kind of what I did last night. And so let me kind of go over what I've done off camera. It's not too much. But what I did do is okay. Before we get carried away in this, I did put up the snare sample for you guys that I used in this mix. If you remember when I was copy and pasting, well, I put that snare sample in Trigger on the snare, and that is what's sampling Trigger. You not only can you use all the samples in Trigger, but you can bring your own samples into Trigger. So that is what I did. And so if you go to my blog at www.missionmusician.com, and if you go to the website and you click on blog and you scroll down to the Mix with Me post, it's in there under the 4th video, so it'll be above this video. So if you want to get that snare sample, I thought it'd be cool if I could just give it to you guys so you can kind of get the same vibe I've got going here, because I know it's frustrating when you're watching a tutorial video and somebody's using something you don't have, or stuff like that. I know it's frustrating, and I should have gone a little bit more in depth when we were doing the room with this Oxford Transmod. It's not really doing a whole lot. So just if I were you and you don't have any kind of transient design, just try to get the best sound you can out of the room mics. This is kind of a weird room sound. It's very small, so I was trying to make it bigger, and to be honest, this isn't really doing a whole lot. So I just wanted to address that. So I know that I may be using some plugins you don't have, some kind of specialized plugins like the Oxford Transmod, but again, that isn't doing much. And then also, I am probably going to have to freeze some of these plugins because I am running low on computer power. I did go ahead and freeze the trigger, and I applied some EQ. Let me see. Yeah, this is a bad thing about doing stuff off camera. Let me see here really quick. Let me unfreeze this. And so all I did on the snare was I did a pretty big boost at 200 to get some beef in there, and then I also let's solo this, and I'll just bypass it and bring it in. Let me get to a part where the snare's playing. That's interesting. Do I have this routed right? Yes. Snare distortion. This should be snare sample. Oh, when I froze it, it probably reset. No, it didn't reset that either. Well, I am a bit stumped here at the moment. What's the output on this? That's right. Give me a second. Let's see what the problem is. Oh boy. Gonna be one of those days. I don't have anything down here in the trigger. When it froze it, it took the sample that I had in there. So I gotta find out where it is. All right, so it's not doing a lot. It's just kind of rounding it over. And bringing some weight into the snare. So that's all I did there. So I am going to refreeze that. And then, let's see. Freeze up to this insert. And then I just added a little bit of compression to the kick. So let's maybe see where we're at. I'm kind of scared to listen to this, to be honest with you. Let's take it from here. Oh, before I do that, sorry, let's go to the crush bus. Because what I did was, if you'll notice down here, I have the kick sample, the snare sample, the original kick, the snare group, tom 1, tom 2, hi-hat shouldn't be going there. I don't know why it's going there. And the ride shouldn't be going there either. And I've sent them all to this bus right here called Crush. All right, these are the sends. And then I've put a compressor on there, and I don't know why this... Okay, so I guess I didn't EQ it. All right, let's listen to what this is doing. All right, so it's giving it a pretty cool tone. It's really extending that the reverb kind of that's already on that snare that's built into that snare sample. And all I've done is 4-to-1 ratio, kind of a medium attack and kind of a medium release to let that decay kind of hang on for a second. We could even make it longer if we wanted. All right, so let's listen. Again, I'm a little nervous to listen to this. Let's take a listen. All right, that's a little too long on that release. I'm going to back that back down. All right, so a couple of things that are bothering me. Well, at least one thing. I have boosted the high on the kick, and you can definitely hear the smack of the kick, and I love that because this drummer, there's a couple parts that are really accented with the kick drum, and so I wanted to make sure that that was going to cut through, and it's definitely cutting through, but the result of that is it's also a little light on the low end. There's a couple ways to handle that. For now, I'm going to leave it, and I'm probably going to circle back around it. There's a couple different ways we can parallel process the kick to get some more low end if we need it. I'm not totally sure we need it, but it's one of the things, if I'm trying to explain to you what's going on in my mind, that's one of the things right now that I'm listening to, and I'm thinking, I don't know if there's enough weight down there on the kick. So let's start with hitting the bass guitar and seeing what we can do with this. It sounds a little muddy. There's a couple of frequencies that are bothering me. Let's see if we can find them really quick. It sounds like there's something muddy in here somewhere. Dang it. Get rid of this. Let me bring in another one of these and see if I can find out where this is. It's kind of bothering me. This only goes down to 200. I think it's lower than 200. Actually, where's the bass track? Let me just see something here really quick. I'm going to stick with that for now. And we may do some bass distortion on this. We'll see, though. I don't mind compressing bass a little bit more. I want to keep it up in the track. Let's listen to what this is sounding like in the track. I like that. Let's send it to the bass distortion. Where's that guy at? Let me solo this and turn this on. I'm just rolling up to about 250. I don't want to distort the low of the bass. Let's turn this on. Not the greatest sound in the world, right? But we're just going to blend it in a little bit. I like what that's doing. Let's just try the bass amp and see what happens. Again, I'm just using amplitude and oops, that was the wrong thing to do. Sorry about that. And I'm not sure I'm going to use this, but I just want to hear what it does really quick. I'll turn up bass amp and solo this. I'm going to have to free some plugins. I'm sure that popping is translating into this video. Let me just see really quick if this is going to do anything. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to... Let's see, I'm going to freeze this. I can't really even get a good judgment with that popping and clicking going on. I want to pause the video while this renders really quick. Okay, so I rendered those, but what I think I'm hearing is this bass distortion track is out of phase. Let's check this really quick. So I'm going to put the phase invert off, and then I'm going to click it on, and if it sounds deeper with it on, then that means it's out of phase. Right, so that's definitely out of phase. So I'm going to leave the phase invert on, and I'm going to check this guy here. All right, so that's in phase. Sorry, there's some chaos going on upstairs. Let me kind of blend these in. So far to me that sounded really good. The kick drum is really starting to annoy me. It's too right now. I've made it too punchy. It's not blending in. It's sticking out. But I'm still gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna keep cleaning stuff up. Let's go ahead and find these two little acoustic tracks and maybe deal with those right quick here. Let's just kind of clean these up. Let's listen to this in the track.
So touch down your heart to my chest. Fix what needs fixing. 'Cause you are what I believe in. You're what I believe in.
I want to listen to it here too.
To my chest and fix what needs fixing. 'Cause you are what I believe in. You're what I believe in. 'Cause you are what I believe in. You're what I believe in.
I'm pretty good with that. Let's hear what this one's doing. This is beautifully recorded. I don't really even know that I need to EQ this. Let's listen here. I think that's good. All I did was roll off some, use a high pass filter and roll off some low end.
If you lay down your head and rest here tonight, I'll bet you'll stay here longer than a while. Can we be longer than a while? The hands on my wrists and my stubby lips are here to make you feel better than the same. Can we be better than the same? So touch down your heart to my chest. Fix what needs fixing.
Okay. So I'm okay with those two acoustic guitars. Now, probably my favorite thing to mix is guitars. I think let's listen to this really quick. I'm gonna put it up the center. Alright, so I'm definitely hearing some cardboard sound still in this guitar, even though we EQ'd it a little bit on the bus. Let's kind of mess with this a little bit. I am going to put just a touch of compression on this because I want to keep that bum, 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 bum kind of even. And now distorted guitars normally already compressed, so you don't need to put a compressor on it. But this guitar is more overdriven than distorted, so I'm going to put a little bit of compression on it, and I'm not sure that I'm done EQing either. Now, with guitars, you want to be careful when you're EQing them. Now, it's okay to boost and to cut and all that kind of stuff. But if you know any guitarist or you are a guitarist, you know what you want your sound to sound like. You've probably spent years cultivating your guitar tone. So keep in mind when you're mixing someone else's guitar tone, you can boost and cut and form it how you want. But probably, I don't know, maybe 8 out of 10 times, all I'm doing with guitars, with overdriven and distorted guitars, is making them a little bit brighter and getting rid of a tiny bit of mud. Because most guitarists know what tone they're after. They've spent a good amount of time dialing in their tone. So I don't want to go too crazy and just really mess with the sound. Unless it absolutely calls for it, and sometimes it does, but this is a pretty well-recorded guitar sound. It's just a little bit, to me, boxy in the mids, and what I'm doing here may not sound good in the mix, so we're going to play it, and what I'm feeling like is this guitar could even be a little bit edgier, and I'm not exactly sure how I want to attempt to do that. So let's listen. I'm going to mute this guitar for a second. That's kind of helping. It's not really what I'm going after, though. Let me just, we're just going to go off on a little experiment here. Let's see. Let's try this. Leave that there. Oops. Not sure if that's what I'm going after either. Oh, dang it. I'm just doing a couple things that I normally do when a guitar isn't edgy enough for me, so just bear with me for a second. Maybe you'll get some ideas from this. Let's see. That's probably going to be a little too much. Well, you know what? Let's give it a go. render some more stuff here. Hang tight for just a minute. All right. Let me take this off, and not sure I'm feeling this either. Definitely cuts more, and it's better with it on than with it off, but I'm not sure I'm still digging it. Let's leave that for now, and let's see if this is a different tone or the same tone. Alright, so it's the same tone. I generally don't like it when there's two of the same guitar tones because it kind of messes with the width. If you record two different sounding guitars or use like a little bit of heavier distortion on one track and just like an overdrive on the other track, you can get a bigger sound. Or if you use a different amp or a different guitar, something different than just recording the same sound twice. Before I even EQ, I'm just going to try something here. And I have no idea how this is going to work out, but I've messed around with this before, so let's see. It's kind of getting brittle. Let's try one more thing here. Definitely sounds like he's playing through a Vox of some type. Oof. That is awful. Bringing in too much nastiness in the high end with these. just not feeling any of this. Let's just try to brighten this up. Alright, so I've done some complementary EQs. So I found a sweet spot on this guitar and cut out some mud. And then I just copied this EQ over here and did the exact opposite. I cut this out at 1.67 and boosted at 348. I'm not sure if I like that boost at 348. I may try to find something pretty in here. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to get rid of this EQ. I am going to try to drive it just a little bit with VMR. All right, so what I've done here is I've taken, I put the saturation knob, I had it on both of these tracks. I just moved it over to the bus and turned it down a little bit. I like to add a little saturation to guitars. So I think I'm going to stick with this sound for now. I think it's an improvement. It's a small improvement, but it's an improvement. And let's find where this guy's at. Let's see. All right, what else is playing on this? Sounds pretty good. Let's hear this. Not thrilled about the way it sounds there. Let me delete this really quick. I think maybe this boost over here might be the problem. Yeah. that does down here.
Fix what needs fixing. You are what I believe in. You're what I believe in. So charge down your heart to my chest. Fix what needs fixing. Armor is thick, and I'm not first pick, but I'm bent to the anatomy you know you need. Armor is thick, and I'm not first pick, but I'm bent to the anatomy you know you need. Armor is thick, and I'm not first pick, but I'm bent to the anatomy you know you need. So let me be what you ask of me.
All right, I'm gonna hang with that for now. Let's see what this guitar is doing. So that's kind of cool. Sounds like a little bit of low end information in that I want to try to dial out.
Say that
All right, let's stick with that for now. I don't think I'm gonna compress that. I don't even want to do the keyboards. All right, we're at 57 minutes. Let's go ahead and probably wrap. You know what? Before we wrap this up, I am gonna tackle this bass drum issue. I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you how you can do this a different way, but let me think. I'm going to do it first, but then I'm going to show you a way that you can achieve this without using trigger. So I am going to, let's see. Having a brain fart here. Let's see here. Kick. Let me send this to a new track. I'm going to do stereo. And I'm going to call, what am I going to call it? Sub kick. Send it pre-fader and send this out to, actually, I think I'm going to send this to the kick bus. I don't have the other kick drum sent to the kick bus, and I don't remember why, but I know there's a reason. Why can't I? Let's see. Snares. Oh, I don't have a kick bus. That's why. All right, so I'm going to send this to drums for now, and then I'll probably end up and make a kick bus so I can control all these things. All right, so let me put on trigger. Hope my computer doesn't explode here. Trigger 2, and let me get a signal coming in here first. I'm just going to select. Let me just grab a kick here first of all. Turn the volume up here.
Reach down your heart to my chest, fix what needs fixing. 'Cause you are what I believe in. You're what I believe in.
Yeah, all right, so that's giving me the weight that I want down there. All right, so let me show you a different way to do this. Actually, before I do that, sorry. All right, and let me just really quick route these to a new track. Let's go stereo aux and call it kicks. All right, and I'm going to get really confused here with all this green. Let me put this blue. Let me actually move the snare sample over here. Dang it. Oh well. All right. So here's what you can do. So take the original kick and just make a duplicate copy of it. I'm not going to do the inserts. Everything else is okay. All right, and then rename it to something like kick. What did I name the other one? Sub kick. So I'll name this one kick sub. All right, so let's solo this. Probably shouldn't have done the sends. All right. So what you can do here is you can take an EQ, 7-band, and roll it all the way down. Whoops, that is the wrong thing. Roll this all the way down to like maybe 200. I forgot. Let's go into this send. I gotta put this to the drums. All right, and let me solo save this. All right, and what I would probably do is put a gate on it to make it tighter because it's a little bit boomy. That is not a gate. All right, so that is something you can do, and you can blend that in with the original kick. All right, so that gives it that weight down below. This kick is, there's not a ton of deep end in it. It's more kind of punchy. So you may not want that deep low in it. I do. I want to feel that. So that's one thing you can do. I'm going to go ahead and delete this track. All right, so let's listen here. All my kicks are going to here. Why didn't I route this snare to the snare track? I think I didn't want it to go through all these plugins. I think that's why I did it. There we go. That's what I was missing. I'm happy now. All right, so let's wrap this up here. What have we gotten through? We've got through all of the guitars and the bass and the drums. So now we're going to go to the keyboards. And we're going to have to do a lot of automating on the keyboards because they're kind of all over the place. So we'll do that in the next video, and I will see you there. Subscribe if you like these. If you want a free course from me, go to www.missionmusician.com and click the free stuff button on the homepage, and there's a free course in there if you want it. It's all about how I EQ and how I compress, and there's a couple of ebooks in there as well on recording. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.